Corner. We've got Coach Bowen, Coach Zentz, and Coach Johnston here today to talk about the fall workout sessions that we've got put in place right now. With the pandemic and the distance learning, we're only allowed to see our student athletes 2 days a week. Each team is provided 1 to 2 hours of workout in those 2 days. So we can have groups of 6, we can be spaced out on the field, and we can do the best we can to get ready. But, you know, we didn't have to be doing this. We could have opted out and we could have avoided getting together and training, but the coaching staffs at Rogers High School wanted to do more. And we're here to just kind of find out why. We're going to start with Coach Johnston. What is your why when it comes to these fall workout sessions?
All right, thanks, Coach. I got 3 reasons why we're doing this. Number 1, this is a great opportunity for our athletes to get back on campus, to connect with kids, connect with our coaches, and just have a sense of social interaction with the other peers and other athletes on the wrestling squad. The second reason is, coaches, we're excited to see the kids. You know, we want to get our hands on them in the fact of communication, start training. And the third piece is our season is starting in December. So this is a great way to start prepping for our season and training. I know many of these kids have been sitting since March. So it's just a little bit of a workout to really to make better athletes and increase their conditioning and strength.
Yeah, well, for me personally, the why is pretty simple. The emotional state of myself and the athletes is over the last 7 months has been in question. I mean, it's hard. It's hard to work out by yourself. It's hard to stay motivated. It's hard to be dedicated when you're doing it alone. And so for me personally and for our athletes, it's just a great time for us to be out there together. I mean, together as we can be, 6 feet apart. But and show that camaraderie with each other, and have that Ram spirit, which is something that's real important. It's also the second thing I think is we're going to work into doing some things that you usually don't like to do by yourself, the harder workouts. So the easier workouts can be done at home, but hopefully we can get to the point where the harder workouts can be done together here, so you don't feel alone. And that pushes in performance. And so I think that's a big part of being here. And it's not about winning. It's about supporting the kids and the things that we're asking them to do to be prepared for the season.
Well, I don't know if I have a lot to add on top of what coaches have already thrown in there, but I think there's a couple things going on. Really, no matter what sport you're in, there's still that team aspect and that sense of belonging to something, bigger than yourself, and working through the process together. I think another big factor here is safety, to be honest with you. This is a way to kind of kickstart things and kind of get the ball rolling once again. A lot of players have been very, very inactive up to this point, like a lot of people who've been stuck inside and quarantined and all those kinds of things. So to get that activity going again in the name of safety, and along those lines, then of course following the safety guidelines and kind of putting those in place as we move forward with. We painted hash marks on the road to keep things separate as we're working into our temperature checks, and we have a questionnaire that kids are following, and then when they actually step onto the field, making sure we're lining up, for example, on every 5 yards to kind of make sure that our space is working out well and separating out groups into small pods, all in the name of safety, because we want to keep doing this. We don't want to start it up and get shut down again, because there is a deep value to this, to be honest with you. Way beyond the X's and O's, way beyond the particular sport. Some sports actually need some of the X and O time too. We're going to work through some conditioning over the next couple of weeks, and then some conditioning related to some specific position skills, and then some semblance of walkthrough to allow kids to get a visual of what a play looks like, what alignment in a certain defense looks like, so that when we get to February, for example, we're going to have a short time to get ready. And so this is, like I said, kind of getting the kick started and getting a little motivation so that when we do have to separate through the rest of December and into January, they have a little bit of a foundation to get started on.
Man, thanks, guys. I know yesterday we had our first session, and my spirit was just full. You know, we all did this to interact with kids and to work. And, you know, we love to coach, we love to teach, but we also love just to interact, be able to banter back and forth and talk the sport, talk life, and figure out what's happening and what's going on. I left smiling, just, you know, heart racing, feeling good about what we're doing again. So I'm excited as we move forward. And Bowen, I really know, like, when you said it, getting the kids ready for those protocols, you know, as we move into the season, you don't want to have those hiccups where, hey guys, you forgot to wear your mask. You forgot to, you know, you kind of snip, you know, whatever it might be. They understand that process as well as the process of, you know, being fit and ready to rock and roll. So thank you, gentlemen. I know it was kind of a quick last minute deal, but I appreciate you. And I know the kids appreciate what you're doing for the school and for the team. Mr. Zentz, what do we got happening?
One last thing, you know, I just want all the athletes to know that, you know, we support you wherever you're at in this process. So if you're with us, that's great. And if you're not, we still support you. We want you turning out for the season. Hopefully we can earn enough trust through the protocols that we're going through that you'll come out. But if it doesn't happen, that's okay, because you're welcome to be with us no matter when you decide to come. So I can speak for all of you when I say that. So.
Very well said. We will close it out with that. Thank you very much. This has been Coach's Corner. Fight on.
Fight on.